Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be their feelings and thoughts about you exposed. So if you have someone in your mind, could be maybe a connection from the past or a breakup connection or someone that you're just in, a bit of contact with, or someone you're seeing, you want to know what they really think and feel about you. This is the pick a card for you. So please bear with me. I think I may have broken my tripod, so I'm just filming with my camera today on my phone. So I will be doing the shuffling and everything off screen just because I have to hold my phone while I film. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Just bear with me today. I have three piles for you guys to choose from. The first pile is this beautiful flower agate. Pile 2 is the pyrite crystal. And pile 3 is the orange selenite. So just meditate on the pile that stands out to you the most. Timestamps will be in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye! Hi everyone, this is for people who picked pile 1 with the flower agate. So flower agate helps us move past our worries and negative thinking to get to the goals that we want. It's a good crystal for manifesting. This may resonate with you. Perhaps you or your person have some negative thoughts and doubts about this connection but want to be able to move forward. So this is a general reading, so remember to only take what resonates. And yeah, there's definitely going to be a couple of scenarios that I can think of for what's going on between you and your person. So just take the one that applies for you, and if none of them do, no worries. It just means you picked the wrong pile. So clear your minds, go back to the intro of the video and select a different pile. And if you were drawn to two piles, that's totally okay. Watch both. There may be messages in another pile for you as well. So let's get started on just the general connection between you and your person, what could be going on. And again, like I said, there's definitely a couple different scenarios that resonate here. So you guys have the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Hermit. So the first thing that is really standing out to me is I feel like someone in this connection is very much, well, a hermit. Like they really keep to themselves. Yeah, in this first scenario, there's somebody who is really keeping to themselves and they do not put all their cards on the table. They might be very like possessive and I don't know, like they really value their time and energy, so they don't just want to spend their time with absolutely anybody. So it's possible that you may just be either like in the dating phase with this person, talking phase. Maybe this is like a rekindling, like you just started to rekindle with this person, but they're not giving you like all of their time and energy. And you're just kind of wondering why, or perhaps you are the person that is not putting all their cards on the table because you're unsure of this person's energy because they're just so secretive and they keep to themselves so much that you are beginning to kind of mirror that yourself in some sort of way. The other thing that I'm seeing here is with the Two of Pentacles, someone in this connection is just too wrapped up in other commitments right now. Like they're trying to distract themselves from this connection because maybe like emotional relationships, romantic relationships is something that stresses them out. So this person, either you or them, just feels that they have to distract themselves with their work, their hobbies, and their friends. They also, like, if they do begin to really value this connection, they'll see their romantic lives as just as important as their career and their friends and their personal hobbies. So if you're the kind of person that wants to be the center of attention, this could mean that maybe you won't get that in this connection. Or if they're the kind of person that wants to be the center of attention, they should know not to expect that from you, because you like to prioritize everything in your life equally. And then with the Seven of Wands, there could be like some tension, and I feel like it definitely revolves like around the stability of this connection, because let's face it, if people are, not fully opening up, not being vulnerable, they're being hermits, and like all these cards are coming up about how, nobody is really putting, or one person isn't putting the time and effort into the connection that is needed. And this can result in a lot of tension between the both of you. So definitely take what resonates in terms of the situation that's going on. There's going to be probably more than a couple people watching this pile. The other thing that I am hearing, and this may only be relevant for some of you, is that someone in this connection or your person has had a lot of negative experiences with the gender that they are attracted to. And it's because of that that they kind of have like a bit of like a hostility towards them. Because I'm hearing that for some of you, this person, they kind of like get a little bit testy sometimes. It's because they're a little bit jaded. So that is something for them to heal. I really feel as though this connection, for most of you at least, is definitely a healing connection. This is a, I guess, kind of karmic. You both are meeting each other in this lifetime to learn something from one another. This doesn't mean that this connection cannot last or that it won't go the distance. It just means that you guys are learning things and lessons from the other person. So now we're going to get into their thoughts and feelings about you. Okay, actually, I have these little cards here first. It's just a song and just some cards that kind of symbolize what it is that they think and feel. So we have, I'm insecure around you, physically and emotionally. We're not meant for each other. And then your song is After Hours by The Weeknd. So let's start off with the song. I don't know if you guys have listened to this song. I'm a huge Weeknd fan, so I wanted to include a couple different Weeknd songs in the little pack of song cards I made. But in this song, this person is kind of loathing about the baggage that they have. So I feel like that is how this song connects to the situation. So it was kind of mentioned before, there's definitely someone's got some baggage, and it's because of that they kind of spread themselves a little bit thin and distract themselves with other things in their life and then keep their cards to their chest. They definitely have some emotional, like, I guess, commitment issues they need to sort out. For some of you, they may, there's a couple lyrics in the song, such as, I think he says something like, I would give anything to lay next to you again. So maybe like this person like they want to be like emotionally available and ready for you, but there's just kind of something preventing them from doing that. And we'll go into the rest of the reading to discover what that is. I'm insecure around you physically and emotionally. So yeah, I really feel like this person does have some insecurities. Four of Pentacles, which did come up, can represent somebody that does have like possessive issues because of how insecure they are. They're insecure about themselves physically and emotionally, meaning that they may not feel as though they are best for you, and that's why they feel like we're not meant for each other. Like maybe you guys are just very different people, and they just have such a hard time with their emotions at this part in their life or time in their life that they feel as though you guys aren't really meant to work out. Again, this doesn't mean that you guys can't. It's just their insecurities getting at them, right? And then in the reverse, it could mean that maybe you're the one that has like a hard time opening up and a hard time getting close to others. So they feel like you're not meant for each other because they want you to open up, and they feel insecure when you're not as open with them. So that is the two ways that these little cards can resonate. So now we're going to look at what their current energy is on the connection. So we have the Empress, and the Four of Shells, and I have the Four of Wands to clarify the Four of Shells. So this is the Spirit Song Tarot deck. This deck is using like animal spirit guides to convey the tarot. So this is the bunny spirit and the crane spirit. And if you guys have noticed, we've gotten a lot of fours. We had the Four of Pentacles, now we have the Four of Shells, which is the Four of Cups, and now we have the Four of Wands. We're going to get to the number 4 in a second. So with the bunny spirit and the Empress card, I feel like this person, like their energy towards this connection right now is they have a lot of passion for you. Even though I know we just kind of said all these things like non-communication and like they seem to be like spreading themselves thin in their lives, but they still have passion for you and they do want this connection to grow. So that is the first thing. And the bunny spirit, like rabbits also represent like lustful energy. So they're very attracted to you. And yeah, with the Empress, like I feel like this person does see you as a really good match for them. The Empress is a woman who, you know, she's very fertile and she's beautiful and she's just kind of has like her stuff together in her life. With the crane spirit and the Four of Shells, this person may have a tendency to get bored easily. So they kind of like, if they feel like the connection's a little bit boring right now, they want to make it not boring again. So they want to do something like with the Empress here. They want to do something, you know, like that excites the connection. So also to clarify the Four of Cups, I did pull the Four of Wands. This person has a bit of an insecurity and a pessimism when it comes to stability in relationships. That is really what I'm seeing here. And I feel like, again, like this is what's kind of preventing them from committing, moving forward, you know, all that stuff that we kind of talked about. So, and even the crane, like as an animal, it only stands on one leg a lot of the times. Even though it has 2 legs, cranes usually stand on one leg, and it's to keep their body warm because they are warm-blooded just like us. So one of their leg will be on the ground and the other one is held close to their body. But when you're trying to spread yourself thin like that, you're trying to keep yourself warm and trying to stand at the same time. You know, if a predator were to come at the crane and it's only standing on one leg, that kind of lessens its ability to get away. Obviously it can fly away, but like just using this in relation to, you know, human beings, if we have 2 legs, it's best for us to use 2 legs, right? Not just our one leg. So what I'm saying is, like, I'm just trying to make a metaphor out of it, but basically what I'm trying to say is that this person has issues with stability. And this probably has to do with their own healing plan. This relationship is definitely meant to develop them emotionally so that they can move past and heal these issues they have with stability and getting close to people. So that is their energy of the connection right now. Now let's get into their thoughts and feelings about you. So we have the King of Cups, the Tower, and the Six of Pentacles. So first thing is first, guys, like I know I'm saying that this person is struggling a little bit here, but they're actually very attracted to you and they want to be this King of Cups for you. They want to be romantic and take you out, and maybe they're already doing those things. You know, maybe they want to be there for you and be the partner. Like they like the idea of love and they want to be romantic with you. But there's definitely something holding them back, and it's their own fear. With the Tower card here, they don't want this to fall apart and they don't want this to turn into something bad, right? And lose the stability, because what is the Tower? It is something in our lives that's falling apart because it's no longer stable. The rug being pulled from underneath our feet. They don't want to expect the unexpected in this relationship, and that's what's pulling them back. With the Six of Pentacles, I feel like this is a generous person who wants to be a supporter for you. So despite all of these things, yes, they still care about you, and yes, they still want you. They definitely do, but it's just they have these issues that they have to deal with first. So the next cards that I have for you, I wanted to pull some cards to ask, is this person attracted to you? And we got trust. So trust what your guides are telling you, what this reading is telling you, and then trust, more importantly, like your own intuition. You know deep down how to navigate through this connection. And then I asked, does this person want something more serious and deep with you? And I got a year from now. So obviously, I'm not going to tell you to sit and wait around for somebody or wait for someone to make up their mind, wait for someone to feel comfortable opening up, or wait for someone to heal, whatever it is you have to wait for. However, I think what this card is trying to say is that this person moves like more slow, and it could be a year from now where you would see a significant change or improvement in the connection that you both have. And remember that someone's healing is their job to do, it's not your job. So this person, like I said, their whole relationship with you is just for them to get over the healing and the wounds that they have from previous connections, even from childhood, So it's important to keep those things in mind because it kind of helps us navigate through connections, and you'll really begin to see things differently when you see everyone as just a person who's trying to heal and get through life. So now we have, from the Moonology deck, we have hold your vision. Don't let pride get in your way. So with the hold your vision card, Spirit wants you to continue to go after what it is that you want. If you really want this connection and you want it to be successful, it can be. But again, there's going to be some patience involved, and also don't let pride get in your way. If you're someone who is also having a hard time, communicating things, or maybe like you don't want to be the first to bring up an issue because you think they should, that's just not going to work in this connection. You have to kind of be like a Queen of Cups, Be very kind, and obviously don't let someone walk all over you. But for this to work, don't let your pride get in the way. Don't be afraid to bring up your concerns. Leo is a confident and passionate and creative sign. So the more that you embody the healthy traits of Leo, the better that this connection can get. Also, obviously this is a timeless reading, but it is Leo season, and the new moon in Leo is coming quite shortly. I think it's on August 8th. So you can use that to manifest better connection and like better communication and trust in this relationship that you have with your person. So now let's take a look at your oracle cards to see what the spiritual lessons are with this person. So you have the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts, and empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Guys, this is so big. This inner child card here, the golden children, the healing that is being done for this person and for yourself goes back to your childhood wounds. And I know I say this a lot in a lot of the readings that I do, but most of our wounds, guys, they don't really come from our relationships. In fact, the relationships that we pick, the connections that we choose, all go back to how we were raised and how our parents treated us. So this relationship that you have is forcing both of you to just kind of like look back into your childhood and think about the wounds that you have and how this relationship brings those to light. And it's when that you begin to heal that, you can start to see not only healing in this connection, but in other ones as well. Now, of course, both of you have to do the healing in order for things to work out. But with your other card, Empathic Starseed, you have to make sure that you're not absorbing your other person's energy. So the person that you're with now, if they are more of a pessimist in terms of love, you don't want to let that kind of get you down in your own romantic relationships, because that is like that this is their path. Their purpose in this lifetime is to think of love in the way that they do, so that, like I said before, they can do the proper healing to get to where it is that they're meant to be. And you're meant to do the same thing. So don't let someone else's energy affect your plan for love in this life. Also, you can see here, she's kind of looking into what looks like a mirror. You both mirror each other. I feel like the both of you are meant to heal each other in this life. So those are your first two oracle cards, and your last one is the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So yeah, you can see that in this card from a POV, you're kind of standing in like a really dark, I was gonna say dark place, but then I started thinking of like those YouTube like guru sayings where they say, oh, I'm in a dark place. So I want to say a different word. You're in like a dangerous looking place where it's very shadowy and you can't see anything around you. So when you look out, you see a much brighter and lighter, here we can zoom in a little bit, like it's a beach and there's water, it's purple and blue and it's beautiful and there's no shadows. It looks more stable, like this road isn't. And it looks like, is that a snake in the corner? That is a snake in the corner, okay? So yeah, like right now it's dark, you don't know where you're going, but you just have to trust that the universe and spirit is going to get you out of these, tower moments where we feel like nothing is going the way that we expected it to, and we feel like we're in the dark, right? Spirit is going to guide you towards where you're meant to go. So that is the reading that I have for you guys on your person's thoughts and feelings about you. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi everyone who picked pile 2, the pyrite crystal. So pyrite helps us go after what it is that we want and just have a lot of confidence and a healthy masculine energy. So this may resonate with you and your situation. If not though, that's okay. So because this is a general reading, there's a lot of potential I guess situations that could resonate for you. So pick the one that kind of like speaks to you the most. If nothing I'm mentioning resonates at all, that's okay. Just go back to the beginning of the video, clear your mind a little bit, and just pick a different pile. Spirit does want to connect to you today. So for your general situation with your person, we have the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Empress, Judgment, and then to clarify the Queen of Swords, we have the Five of Wands. So there's a couple different things, like I said, that could resonate here. So the first thing is that I feel like most of you are dealing with a person who is very like a no BS type of person. This person does not have time for people who want to play games, but as a result, they may be unconsciously playing games themselves by thinking that everybody is like, maybe has like, like hidden intentions, or like they think that everyone might be kind of like out to get them. They may be confrontational, just like kind of Queen of Swords energy. I feel like that is what you're dealing with. That is the first thing that I'm seeing. The second thing that I'm seeing is that someone in this connection, like, I feel like you guys are about to make it a commitment or make it an actual relationship with the Empress and Judgment here, but something has not been like allowing that to really happen. And I feel like it's kind of like this weird energy, like I'm just getting a weird energy from the person I'm reading about. Yeah, there's like something kind of like feisty and like, I don't even want to say sassy, like maybe for some of you it's just sass that comes from them, but there's kind of like like they're like sus of like whoever's around them or of you. You know what I mean? So I feel like they have a hard time trusting you and a hard time trusting the relationship is really what I'm seeing here. And that's kind of all that I'm getting because judgment doesn't really want to reveal everything that a person is feeling. But even with like the imagery here, like this person wearing a mask, like I feel like they think that they can't trust you, or it's just like that one little thing that's preventing this connection from moving forward because they do like you, and I feel like you guys do like each other. But yeah, you're dealing with someone who is very like no BS, don't pull that stuff with me, yet simultaneously they're unconsciously doing that same thing, you know, like where it looks like they're playing some games. So we have songs remind me of you. I think I'm falling for you. And your song for this connection is Motive by Ariana Grande from your person. So with I think I'm falling for you, songs remind me of you. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Your person's attracted to you. They do like you. I feel like they have a couple songs that they listen to that they think of you. And yeah, like because they're starting to fall for you, which we saw with the Empress and the Temperance card, the feelings are there. But with this song Motive, this person doesn't know what you want. I feel like maybe you struggle with communication a little bit, or you think that you're communicating well, but this person may need like extra communication or like extra assurance, you know, like they need some reassurance that you are still into them. You know what I mean? But there's these words in this song that is very Queen of Swords, where she says, might have to curve you if you just can't talk straight. Say what you mean, because you might get it. She's saying here, like, listen, if you want me, you gotta come after me. But if you're not gonna come after me, I'm just gonna go. Say what you mean. Don't give me like, don't beat around the bush. Tell me what it is that you want. And that is the kind of energy that this person wants from you. Maybe they've dealt with a lot of players before. Maybe they've even had like fake friends. But yeah, like this person is like, come on, just tell me what it is that you want. And like maybe you think that you are doing that. And I know that like it's kind of a weird message to get, but I don't think this person like I feel like this person needs like some assurance if you are already doing that. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing for this pile. So now let's get into their hidden thoughts and feelings about you exposed. We have the Emperor, the Three of Swords, the Page of Swords. So for some of you, not all of you, okay? Maybe you guys have had a connection like in the past and you're reconnecting. If that's the case, maybe this person has been hurt before in this connection. Like maybe you walked away from them or you guys couldn't like make it work at the time, and now this person is like extra suspicious of you. Um, or, you know, they just had like, if you guys are like a new couple or a new thing, like this person is just like has had their heart broken before. So maybe like the people in their past haven't been like direct communicators. I'm hearing this person has dealt with like a lot of like Scorpio, Pluto energy, where it's kind of like they have to read between the lines a lot with what people are saying, and they need someone who really is direct, okay? Just like the Emperor. That's what I'm seeing there. They need someone who's like the Emperor. Also with this Emperor here, I feel like they want to provide for you and everything, but they also, the Emperor is a bit of a front. Like, they may come off as like they have it like all together like the Emperor does, but they really don't, because you know inside like they're worried about getting hurt. With the Page of Swords, I think this person is asking around about you. If you guys have any mutuals or you go to school together or maybe you used to work at the same place, this person is definitely asking about you, but also you can see he kind of looks like he's thinking. I feel like he's trying to think about what it is that your motives are, like what it is that you want in this connection, because they're very into you guys. Like they really think you're attractive, and like I said, they're falling for you, but they're kind of like, what's your motive? Like the song, like that's what I feel this Page of Swords is thinking about. They may have heard things about you that's making them like suspicious, but they're afraid to tell you because, again, I don't think they really want to hurt you either. That's only for some of you, though. That's not going to apply to all of you. But yeah, like this person, a lot of swords energy. You might be dealing with someone who has like heavy, like especially with the Queen of Swords too, that has heavy air sign in them, like Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, any of that, like in their rising moon, sun, Venus, even their midheaven, like that is what I'm seeing. Even like if their third house, the house of communication, is an air sign, I would not be surprised. Like if Mercury's in their third house, because like the way this person talks, like they really want that directness. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for how this person is feeling about you deep down. So if they're coming across as though like they're not interested, or like they're coming across as like a little bit cold, because the Queen of Swords can be cold, that is just because they're analyzing you and they're really trying to figure out like your motive. I keep mentioning that song now. So what is their current energy towards the connection? Queen of Feathers, Queen of Swords. Again, the Queen of Swords is definitely them. And no, this doesn't mean that you're dealing with a woman, okay? Because remember, like, energies, maybe this person has more of a feminine energy to them, and that's why the Queen's coming up. And then you also have the Page of Acorns. So that's the Page of Wands. Yes, Page of Wands is Acorns. So this is the Spirit Song Tarot deck. This deck uses animal spirit guides to convey the meanings of the tarot. So this isn't just a Queen of Swords. This is also the Bat Spirit, and this is not just a Page of Wands. This is the Monkey Spirit. So with the Queen of Swords, again, yeah, they may have a bit of a cold energy to them, but I don't think that's who they really are deep down. Like, I know that, because with that Emperor card, like, I know it doesn't typically mean that, but my intuition and my guides are really telling me that that is just like the front that they put on, like it's to mask, because like we saw with the Three of Swords, like they have been heartbroken before, and like maybe they had a lot of fake people, so they're like extra suspicious now. Because the Queen of Swords, she wants, and the Bat Spirit as well, represents looking for the truth. And in the darkness, she still sees the light. Like, you can't deceive this person. Like, they still see what things as they are for what they are. And I feel like this person actually has good judgment on others. I feel like if you got close to them, like they would actually help you decipher between who is going to be there for you and who's not going to be. I feel like if you were on this person's good side, like really close to them, they would just be really good in that way. I kind of want somebody like that, like even just as a friend. And then with the Page of Acorns, they're being friendly to you. Like, yeah, there's a coldness to them, but they're still talking to you, they're still into you, they still want to get to know you, and they like to have fun with you as well. So that's how they're feeling towards this connection. So this is a very specific pile. Like, I feel like if this isn't resonating, you may want to pick a different one. Sometimes certain piles give me very specific messages. So with your cards, Abundance and Take Action, this was just in relation to like angel answers to whether or not they want something more with you. They actually see a lot of abundance with you. I think they feel they could live a really like abundant life with you. They kind of see you as the Emperor in that way. Like, you just kind of have your stuff together. And then with Take Action, honestly, guys, like, don't be afraid, like I said, to be direct with this person. This person needs direct, like, communication. I'm just getting so much air sign energy here that they need that. Mainly Aquarius and Gemini, like Libra as well, but more so even Aquarius, I'm really picking that up. Yeah, this person, like, don't be afraid to tell them what it is that you want. They appreciate that. Like, that is what Spirit wants you to know. Don't be afraid. Next time they talk to you, if you want to know something, just ask. They appreciate your directness. Don't let your past hold you back. A new romantic cycle begins. So, with these two cards, this person needs to kind of like move away from their past. Like they may have been hurt in the past and they're still healing from it. I think they are aware of like the fact that they need to heal. I don't think this person is like unaware of how they come across or unaware of themselves. I feel like their coldness that I talked about earlier is actually deliberate. So, also, if you guys have had a past together, you guys have to let that go in order to move on because now you guys have developed more as people and you're coming into union. So, if this is someone from your past, and I feel like it might be just because of this card, just because this card refers to the past, this may be two people who are coming back into union for some of you. Yeah, you guys have to release your past, talk about it. If you guys haven't already, it needs to be done so you guys can get into this new romantic cycle in Libra. And it's Libra energy. So, yeah, you guys, once you move past this, this is the message for those of you who are coming back into union. It is at that point that both of you can, you know, become like more balanced. You know what I mean? And if you guys haven't connected before and you're a new couple, you guys have to release your own individual paths in order to make this romantic cycle continue into like a new fresh start. You know what I mean? Libra is ruled by Venus, so yeah, that is definitely like romance coming. Also, Libra season is approaching eventually. Like, okay, we're in Leo season now, then it's Virgo, then it's Libra. So maybe around like Libra season is when you would get to experience like that new start is what I'm seeing if you guys start communicating now. So now let's take a look at your oracle cards. So this is for the spiritual meaning of your connection. So we have you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. So you can see we keep getting cards that are like take action, say yes. Even with the Emperor, that's more of an action card. So I feel like a big message in your connection is teaching you how to go for what it is that you want romantically. Okay, that is one of the lessons on your side. Don't be afraid to just kind of go after the people that you want to pursue because I do feel like a good connection can come out of this, especially with the Temperance card. So for the you're not for everyone, if you have insecurities about your own quirks, like don't just kind of remember that not everybody in your life is going to like you. No matter how you act, someone's going to find something wrong with it. So you might as well be yourself so that the right people like you. You know what I mean? Don't be embarrassed about your quirks either because I feel like this person likes your quirks. They actually find it a little bit endearing. So if you have some insecurities about that, don't. I feel like this person likes them. And you know what? If someone doesn't like you, that's okay. And I feel like this person, like being in a connection with this person, is kind of helps you accept yourself more, because that person's gonna build you up. I feel like this person wants to or would when they're in a connection with you. Jump in, Andromedan energy. Yeah, just don't be afraid to go after what you want, is basically the meaning of this card. Such a beautiful card. I love the artwork on this deck. This is one of my favorite cards. Okay, and the last card you have, this is a message for you. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. You do need to take some time to heal yourself and just like have your own, if you're an introvert, have your introvert time. You guys need to be able to retreat into yourself before you go towards this connection. So you can take like a day or two to meditate on it, connect with spirit, and then you can make your move. Or this also means that the person you're asking about needs a lot of retreat and rest. So I feel like this person's energy, because of what they've been through, and also they may attract some, you know, I guess fake people, like they need a lot of like retreat. So maybe they are retreating from this connection right now, and it's just so that they can recharge their batteries. So that is what I have for you guys today. I really hope that this resonated. If it did, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, this is for everybody who picked pile 3, the orange selenite, for your person's hidden thoughts and feelings about you. So this is a general reading, so please remember to only take what resonates. There's a couple different scenarios that I am picking up on for your situation, so if none of them are resonating, that's okay. Just go back to the beginning of the reading, clear your mind a little, and pick a different pile. Spirit does want to connect with you today. So for just like your general situation with your person, I'm seeing the Eight of Cups, the Magician, the Page of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Wands. So I feel like some of you guys at some point may have walked away from this person, or they have walked away from you. It could have been because this person has some immaturity, or someone in this connection had some commitment issues. Perhaps one of you has been trying to manifest the other person back into your life or back into their life. So, yeah, definitely whichever one. Someone is trying to manifest somebody here, especially if you guys have walked away from this person. I get the sense that someone was very patient with the other one in this connection, but they just threw in the towel and walked out. And it was a hard decision, but it's just what had to be done at the time. So it's just kind of like that saying, you did the best with what you could at the time, with what you knew at the time. So you definitely made the right decision if you did walk away. However, maybe this person has tried coming back into your life. So just because with the Page of Swords here, I feel like this person may have a mental immaturity to them. I can definitely see that, and they like to leave you waiting. Someone here is definitely being left to wait for someone else to make up their mind. You guys may have started off as friends in this connection, or you tried to be friends, but it didn't work. Maybe someone said they wanted to be friends, but they didn't really mean it. They wanted more. Hence, with the Page of Swords, like, it was a bit of a manipulation tactic to try and stay friends with you. And the dual meaning of the Magician is that perhaps somebody in this connection felt that they were being deceived, okay? Because the Magician can be a deceiver. So yeah, there's definitely, like, I feel like coming from your end, probably since you're here for this reading, you may not trust this person fully, okay, just because of what's going on. Now, another scenario that could be possible is that you guys may know each other from school or work, and you guys are friends, but you sense that this person does like you, and you know that they're attracted to you, but maybe they're not really acting on it. They just kind of play some mental games with you, and they don't really confirm whether or not they like you, and you feel like this person's a bit of a manipulator when it comes to your feelings, so you're considering moving away from this person. That is the second scenario. So again, take whatever resonates. This is just the general scenario of what I see happening. So now we're going to move on to just their general energy towards this connection, what they're feeling in regards to you. I have to repaint this table. Sorry for it's a little bit messy. It's very old. So we have the King of Feathers, the Lion Spirits, and then we have the Dolphin Spirit with the Three of Shells, which is just like the the Three of Cups, and this one is like the King of Swords. So this is the Spirit Song Tarot deck, which uses animal spirit guides to convey the messages. So the first thing that I'm seeing is that in general, this person They see you as very lighthearted and as someone that is a lot of fun. Now, for some of you, they may only see this connection as a casual thing, okay? I know that that may be hard to hear. I'm sorry. It's just for some of you, not for all of you. Um, but if you guys know that it's not casual, like maybe you know that this person hasn't, tried to only make it a physical connection. Okay, if this person has not tried to make it a purely physical connection, then they don't see it as just casual. It only is for people who are with someone or asking about someone who only shows a physical side to this connection, okay? So with the King of Feathers, this person, they feel that this connection, maybe you guys really connect well on a mental level. Like I feel like they feel as though they are intellectually compatible with you. Like not only are you pleasant to be around and they enjoy spending time with you because they do like your company, they feel as though they can connect with you intellectually. Now, a negative side to the King of Swords is that he can be a little bit of a minds player if it's coming from an immature person, right? And on top of that, the lion spirit is someone who really thinks from their head and not from their heart. So this person, yeah, they just come from a logical perspective, and I feel like they're very strategic in the connections that they pick. Like, they don't just pick someone because they like them. If they pick someone, it's because they actually see that this person is an intellectual match for them, wants the same things as them, and also, like, it just works. Like, that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. If they pick someone for something serious, it's because it just works and not just because they like them, okay? So this person does not come from a heart space, they come more from a head space. So if there's things that are kind of, getting in the way of this connection, such as distance, maybe the both of you work completely different types of jobs that are not compatible. Maybe this person's in a phase of life where they're not looking for something because they realize they have to have other priorities sorted first. Then that could mean that this person is not too focused emotionally on your connection, okay? So that is what I'm seeing from these two cards, but I also have some messages that I write on little cards. So we have blocked throat chakra, communication issues. So like we saw with the Page of Swords, this person may have communication issues. Even though the King of Feathers is here and they are a logical person, there's still, like I said, an immaturity towards this person, okay? They still have communication issues. They have a blocked throat chakra. They don't know how to communicate what it is that they want. And listen, when you're trying to balance your chakras, you have to have the ones below that throat chakra balanced before the throat can be. So if the throat is blocked, that means the heart is blocked. So because they lack that emotional maturity, and they don't even know how to express their own feelings properly, how can they possibly express their thoughts? This person still has a lot of growth to do, okay? And then the other card is I'm a bit of a player. I'm kind of a player. So you're dealing with someone who is, yeah, just like very player energy. I don't think this person is exactly focused on something serious right now. If this is someone from your past that has recently hit you up again, I feel like you definitely are still on their mind. Like they see you as like a right person, wrong time kind of moment, and they're having a hard time getting past that, but they still have some work to do. So now for the song that was picked is Save Your Tears by The Weeknd. So definitely for some of you guys, if this is a person from your past, this is the song they think of. Like they are a player, and at the time, like they weren't very like committal towards you, but now with Save Your Tears, he says, I don't know why I run away. I make you cry when I run away. Take me back because I want to stay. So he's saying, I really messed up. I don't even know how to communicate this to you properly, but please take me back. Like, that is the meaning of this song, okay? So especially if you were in separation with this person, that's a sign that this pile's for you. Now, if not, this is just someone who you just know and you are interested in them and they're not being straightforward with their feelings. Maybe you're just going out with them. Save your tears is they recognize that you are into them and they recognize that you want something more, and a part of them does. But because of this emotional immaturity, again, they just don't know how to go about that with you. So it's kind of like a mix of different things that is preventing them from taking this to the next level. So remember, what you guys can do is, while I don't encourage people to manifest a specific person, I will do videos on manifesting love eventually. What you can do is you can manifest healing within a person that you care about, okay? And everything, works with divine timing, but you can try and manifest healing with a specific person. So what are their hidden thoughts and feelings about you? What are they not saying? The Queen of Pentacles, the World, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, guys, so first of all, they see a huge difference between them and you. Like, they see themselves as a Knight of Pentacles, someone who is slow to approach somebody, but they see you as the Queen. Like, being a Knight is not too bad, depending on your age. But if they're seeing you as a Queen and they see themselves as a Knight, like, that kind of shows that they think that you're out of their league a little bit, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. Like, they really see you as someone who has it all together. I actually feel like this person sees you as more stable than they are. And that's what they like about you. Like, you represent something that they don't have and are not capable of creating for themselves. There's a possibility that this person may have grown up in like a very unstable home and they really want somebody who is stable, right? And they look at you and they see that. But sometimes when someone grows up in an unstable home, all they're used to is instability. So when someone who's really stable walks into their life, they don't really know what to do about that because it confuses them. But they also see you as the World. Like, they really do see you as a great match for them. Like, there's no other way to phrase that. So those are like their hidden feelings and thoughts about you. And that's what they're not saying, is that they see you as like above them in some sort of way. And they really want to reach out to you, but there's just that fear, right? And with the Knight of Pentacles, there's a possibility for some of you that they may see you, like, if you're not somebody who has reached their full potential in terms of their career yet, they think that you're going to, and that you're on the way to that, and that you're really building things for yourself, and they see you as very abundant. Okay, so that is what their thoughts and feelings that they're not sharing is. So now we have, within you're looking at your oracle cards, a win-win outcome is forecast. What do you need to release? So with the full moon in Libra, there may be a time eventually where you guys are able to just kind of sort something out between each other. Maybe you guys will communicate something and both of you will get what you want. What do you need to release, Waning Moon? Both of you have to release certain things from your past in order for this connection to move on. If there's any sort of obsessive thinking, or maybe you guys are constantly worried about the outcome of the situation, you have to learn how to let go of that obsessive thinking, because nothing can manifest when you're in that type of headspace. So other things about this connection from your angels, we have perfect timing and improving health. So right now, either one of you may have health issues that you guys are looking after, and this doesn't even have to be anything serious. It could just be that maybe you guys are trying to fix your sleep schedule or trying to work out more. Maybe you guys need to drink more water. But the more that you improve your health and focus on your day-to-day activities, okay, I'm picking up on Virgo energy here. So find out where Virgo is in your chart. And then also Virgo is 6th house energy. That's our daily routines. So the more that you focus on really like grounding yourself, okay, and just focusing on what it is that you can do to make your health better, whether that's getting more sleep, eating healthier foods. Some of you I'm hearing maybe lacking like iron or something. Again, don't use tarot for health, okay? We don't do that because we have to seek out medical advice first. But the more that you focus on yourself, the more that this connection can come into fruition, okay? And then with perfect timing, you guys have to remember everything happens within perfect timing. Manifestation can always be used to help heal our wounds, but still everything is perfect timing. So now we have some cards from the Starseed Oracle deck to show us what the spiritual meaning of this connection is. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you, and the seas of Mintaka, seeking potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. So with this card, think about what it is on an unconscious level that triggers you about this connection. So you can see there's water here, and water represents our emotions. So really going in deep within ourselves to figure out what it is that bothers us about our connection, because everyone is a reflection of ourselves, right? So you have to really think about the person that you're asking about and discover why these person's actions bother you, because it's very likely that their actions are a reflection of something going on within you. And I'll give you an example. So years ago, a couple years ago, I would attract guys that were not committal all the time. And I didn't get why. I just didn't see why I would attract people like that. But I didn't realize at the time, I was not prioritizing like my own goals and what I really wanted. I wasn't living in authenticity with myself. Okay, I was surrounding myself with people who were also kind of on that level, and we attract what we put out. And deep down within myself, I wasn't even ready for a relationship, right? And because of that, I was attracting people who were like me, who may have wanted a connection, but they knew deep down that they weren't ready. So once I changed myself from within and went into my unconscious to discover what it was that was triggering me from these connections, I was able to heal that. And I started attracting better friends, like not even just better relationships, guys, but like better friends, even better acquaintances, better jobs, like because I started living in authenticity with myself, right? And then with Child of the Cosmos, you guys have to trust yourself, because the intelligence of I know it says it on the card, but the intelligence of the universe really is within you. And following your intuition, following your gut, you already know like where things can be headed. You know what I mean? So it's just another like scenario in your life where you're learning how to trust yourself. And your last card before we close this reading is the Ever Unfolding Rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. This is my favorite card in the Work Your Light Oracle deck, because, well, the art is just beautiful, but I love the message because it talks about on the card, the rose doesn't compare itself to a forget-me-not, and the forget-me-not does not compare itself to a lily, right? Because they are different flowers that bloom at different times of the year. So if you're surrounded by people who are getting relationships, or maybe they're getting something that you want, like a job opportunity, just know that, like I said earlier, we surround ourselves with similar energies. So if you're surrounded by people who are getting like upgrades and promotions in life, it's going to happen for you soon too. But also just trusting in divine timing, that things are not happening to you, they're happening for you, and everything that happens is for your growth, and that definitely applies to this connection. So that's all I have for you guys today. I really hope it resonated. If it did, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!